Today, we're pulling back the curtain on a bombshell that has been quietly unfolding behind the scenes, far from the prying eyes of reality TV crews and social media speculation. We're talking about Johanna Duggar. Johanna Duggar married her secret boyfriend. And finally, Johanna Duggar is about to give birth to a new baby. A secret chapter of her life that's about to change everything. Get ready, because what we're about to reveal will undoubtedly send shockwaves through the Duggarverse. Johanna Duggar is not only secretly married, but she's also about to become a mother. For those who followed 19 kids and counting, Johanna always seemed to be in the background, a quieter presence amidst her many siblings. Born in 2005, she was part of the younger contingent, often seen helping with chores, caring for her even younger siblings, and participating in the family's structured daily life. Unlike her older sisters, whose courtships and weddings became central storylines, Johanna seemed to maintain a lower profile as she entered her late teens. While Jessa, Jill, Jinga, and Johanna's courtships were public spectacles, leading to televised proposals and grand weddings, Johanna's journey into adulthood appeared, to the outside world, to be far more private. And that privacy, it turns out, was by design. While fans speculated about her future, wondering if she'd follow the well-trodden path of her sisters, Johanna was, in fact, forging her own path, a path carefully shielded from public view. We all know the Duggar family values, especially when it comes to courtship and marriage: chaperone dates, no physical touch before marriage, and a clear, publicly announced intention to wait. But what happens when a Duggar decides to deviate from that script, even subtly, to protect something truly special and deeply personal? A secret courtship. The first faint whispers about Johanna began not with an official announcement, but with subtle clues. Sharp-eyed fans, poring over Duggar family social media posts, occasionally noticed a new, unfamiliar face in group photos. A young man who wasn't a known family friend or relative. He'd be there for a birthday celebration, a holiday gathering, always just on the periphery, never front and center. These sightings were rare, almost blink and you miss it moments. There was no official introduction, no getting-to-know-you phase showcased on a reality show. This was highly unusual for the Duggars, who typically introduce potential suitors to their massive fan base early on. The absence of fanfare was the first clue. Our sources, who prefer to remain anonymous but have close ties to the broader Duggar circle, indicate that Johanna met her future husband, David, through a mutual acquaintance at a community service event over 2 years ago. David, we're told, comes from a background very similar to the Duggars: strong faith, conservative values, and a large, close-knit family. However, unlike many who seek to align with the Duggars for public notoriety, David was genuinely drawn to Johanna's quiet strength and kindness, completely oblivious, at first, to the intensity of the family's public life. Their courtship, unlike any we've seen from the Duggar daughters before, was intentionally kept under wraps. They met discreetly, often at David's family home, or through carefully arranged group outings, where their interactions could be easily mistaken for platonic friendship. The goal was simple: to build a genuine connection, free from the immense pressure and scrutiny that comes with being a Duggar courtship. Imagine the challenge. For a family whose every move is dissected by millions, how do you manage a secret relationship? It required incredible coordination, trust, and a deep desire on Johanna's part to protect what she was building. Her parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, were, of course, aware. Our sources suggest that while they initially urged caution regarding the secrecy, they ultimately respected Johanna's deeply held desire for a private journey. They saw the sincerity in David and the genuine happiness he brought their daughter. As their relationship deepened, Johanna and David knew they wanted to marry. But the idea of a massive, televised Duggar wedding felt antithetical to the private foundation they had so carefully laid. They yearned for an intimate ceremony, a celebration of their love shared only with their closest family and friends, free from cameras, contracts, and public expectations. And so, in a move that would stun the Duggar faithful, Johanna Duggar said "I do" in a deeply personal, remarkably quiet ceremony. Our investigation, piecing together fragments of information from various sources, indicates that the wedding took place roughly 9 months ago in a beautiful rustic barn on David's family property, located several hours away from the Duggar compound. The guest list was exceptionally small, immediate family only. Jim, Bob, and Michelle were there, of course, along with a handful of Johanna's closest siblings and David's parents and siblings. There were no elaborate productions, no major media presence, no social media announcements from any family members immediately following the event. It was a beautiful, heartfelt exchange of vows, symbolizing a commitment not just to each other, but to a life built on privacy and genuine connection. Imagine the surprise of extended family and friends who were later informed. The Duggars are known for their grand, publicized events. This quiet, almost clandestine wedding was a radical departure, a clear statement from Johanna that her happiness and privacy were paramount. It speaks volumes about her quiet strength and determination to forge her own path, even within the confines of such a public family. Now, if a secret wedding wasn't enough to shake things up, what came next certainly will. Like so many newly married couples, Johanna and David quickly found themselves embarking on another incredible journey: parenthood. Our sources confirm that Johanna is not only married, but she is also heavily pregnant and due to give birth very, very soon. This is the part of the story that truly brings the narrative full circle. The reasons for the initial secrecy of the courtship and marriage continued into the pregnancy. Johanna and David wanted to cherish this time, to prepare for their baby's arrival away from the relentless public scrutiny that has defined so much of the Duggar family's life. They wanted to experience the joys, the anxieties, and the profound changes of impending parenthood as a private couple, not as characters in a reality show. Think about it. Every Duggar pregnancy has been a public event. From gender reveals to baby showers, the entire journey has been shared with millions. For Johanna to choose such a different path, to experience this miracle in quiet, reflective privacy, speaks volumes about her desire for a normal, untelevised life with her husband and soon-to-be child. We understand that Johanna is doing wonderfully. She's nesting, preparing their new home for the baby, and from all accounts, absolutely glowing with anticipation. David is reportedly an incredibly supportive and doting husband, thrilled to embark on this new chapter with her. They've been receiving quiet support from their immediate families, who have respected their wishes for privacy throughout this incredible journey. Why the secrecy? Unpacking Johanna's choices. So, the burning question on everyone's mind is, why? Why would a Duggar, part of a family built on public transparency and shared experiences, choose such a dramatically different path? There are several compelling reasons that emerge from our conversations with those familiar with the situation. First, privacy was paramount. Johanna, being one of the quieter siblings, likely felt overwhelmed by the constant public gaze that defined her family. She saw the intense scrutiny her older sisters faced during their courtships and early marriages, the endless speculation, the public commentary on every detail. She desired a different experience for herself, one where her relationship could blossom organically, free from external pressures and the need to perform for cameras. Second, a desire for genuine connection. When every relationship milestone is a potential TV segment, it can inevitably impact the authenticity of those moments. By keeping her courtship and marriage private, Johanna and David were able to focus solely on each other, on building a foundation of trust and understanding without the added layer of media expectation. They wanted their love story to be their own, not a script. Third, and perhaps most importantly, a quiet assertion of independence. While deeply respectful of her family and their values, Johanna seems to have carved out a space where she could make decisions that felt right for her, even if they deviated from the established Duggar norm. This secret journey is a powerful testament to her quiet strength and her determination to live authentically. It's a testament to Johanna's character that she has managed to navigate this significant life event with such grace and discretion. She has proven that while she cherishes her family, she is also a young woman capable of making deeply personal choices for her own happiness and well-being. Of course, the inevitable question is, how did Jim, Bob, and Michelle, and the rest of the Duggar family react to Johanna's incredibly private approach to courtship, marriage, and now pregnancy? Our sources indicate that while the initial secrecy may have come as a surprise, the overwhelming reaction from the immediate family has been one of support, understanding, and immense joy. Jim, Bob, and Michelle, despite their public life, are first and foremost parents who want their children to be happy and to live lives of purpose and joy. They saw the deep love between Johanna and David and recognized her sincere desire for privacy. They've reportedly been incredibly respectful of Johanna's wishes, providing quiet support and assistance as she prepares for motherhood. The older sisters, who have navigated their own very public lives, are said to be thrilled for Johanna and deeply admire her courage in choosing a different path. It's a testament to the family's underlying bonds that they can embrace a decision that departs so significantly from their public brand. This quiet acceptance within the family is crucial. It shows a flexibility and understanding that perhaps isn't always evident to the public, a willingness to prioritize a child's happiness and individual journey over public perception or reality TV narratives. As we speak, Johanna Duggar is just days, perhaps even hours, away from welcoming her first child into the world. The preparations are complete, the nursery is ready, and the anticipation is palpable, not just for her and David, but for their close-knit families. This momentous occasion will mark a new chapter, not just for Johanna, but subtly, for the entire Duggar family narrative. It will be a testament to the fact that even within the most public families, there are private lives being lived, genuine connections being forged, and quiet joys being celebrated. We understand that Johanna and David plan to continue their life out of the public eye. They cherish their privacy and want to raise their child in a calm, stable environment, away from the constant glare of cameras and social media. While we may not get official announcements or televised specials, the news of their baby's arrival will undoubtedly be a cause for quiet celebration among those who truly care about Johanna's happiness. This entire saga, the secret courtship, the private wedding, and the hidden pregnancy, raises fascinating questions about the future of the Duggar family in the public eye. As the younger generation grows up, will we see more of them choosing paths less traveled? Will privacy become a more valued commodity for these individuals who have spent their entire lives in the spotlight? Johanna's story is a powerful reminder that there's always more to any story than meets the eye, especially when it comes to reality television. It's a testament to her quiet resolve and her decision to prioritize her personal happiness and the sanctity of her new family. While we may not get the typical Duggar baby announcement, rest assured, the news of Johanna and David's baby will be one of profound joy and a quiet triumph for a young woman who dared to forge her own path. We wish Johanna and David all the best as they embark on this incredible new journey into parenthood. What do you think about Johanna's decision to keep her journey private? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. More update. Counting on Johanna Duggar dodged a bullet with a criminal, but why? And Johanna Duggar gets a makeover with sisters Jana and Johanna. And rarely seen Johanna Duggar resurface with sister Johanna, but why? I will explain everything. Counting on Johanna Duggar dodged a bullet with a criminal, but why? Out of all the Duggar relatives, Johanna is the only one without a social media presence. Jim, Bob, and Michelle's choice to permanently withdraw from the internet in the aftermath of their son Josh's CSAM arrest in April 2025 suggests that this will remain the case for some time. A few of Johanna's older sisters' social media posts and vlogs would feature her. However, there are many who believe Johanna may have narrowly escaped an encounter with a criminal. For the reason, continue reading. On Jana's vlog, Johanna made one of her final visits while they explored Nebraska. The eldest sister, Johanna, was married to Stephen Wisman on August 14, 2024, and Johanna enjoys visiting her. While Jana was renovating her home in Nebraska, Michelle and Jim Bob sent their younger children to help out. The rapid growth of Johanna's fame surprised many of her admirers. People assume she's getting herself set up for a romance since she's already 19 years old. Some viewers of Counting On found out that Johanna almost dated a criminal, thus she may have escaped a serious danger. James Carver Bauer's recent allegations were brought up by a few Counting On followers on social media. He purportedly courted Johanna and is a well-known acquaintance of the Duggar family. James faced charges related to child sex abuse. Not far from Josh's CSAM case, his arrest astonished many. A number of users were astounded to learn that Johanna was so close to becoming Anna, who is now allegedly fighting for custody of her children while her husband is behind bars. Yes, this is really terrible. For a while, I believe he courted Johanna. Thankfully, she didn't choose him. But it's bad news for the woman he wed. He is currently wed to Haley Bowers. She might follow Anna's lead and remain by his side, but I have no idea. She recently shared a video on her account featuring him, and it seems like most of her posts are about their Jesus-first relationship. How ridiculous. According to one of his wife's recent Instagram posts, she expresses her gratitude for being able to spend her life with him, even if they were to wake up tomorrow and lose everything. Who knows? Maybe she still hasn't gotten over it. The Duggar family is not involved in any formal courtships at this time, but rumors have it that James Duggar has set his sights on a Langdon family member. This follows multiple sightings of him spending time with them. It has been challenging to keep up with James's love life updates because he has been on and off social media. No one in Jason's family got married until he did. On October 3, 2024, the former Counting On star and Maddie Grace were married. Johanna Duggar gets a makeover with sisters, Jana and Johanna. Johanna Duggar Forsyth has returned to the internet with a thrilling video that showcases her seldom-seen sisters, Johanna and Jana. The 26-year-old mother has maintained solid relationships with the Duggar family in Arkansas, even though she has chosen to avoid certain of her parents' religious practices. It seems like she's also encouraging some of her siblings to break away from their traditional views. Reading on will reveal Jana and Johanna's and Johanna's reunion. Johanna posted a video of her kids playing on her living room Instagram. The former Counting On star claims that youngsters learn to be creative when given the opportunity to be bored. While Gunnar is occupied with himself, Gideon and Evelyn play with their toys in the video. Positive feedback was also received by Austin Forsyth's wife through her post, some of which boast about the enormous growth of her children. No doubt about it. Just keep having fun. All 4 seasons are delicious. How swiftly they mature. My goodness, my little guy is on his way to becoming a big boy. Wow, Gunnar is growing. Sharing quality time with Jana and Johanna, Johanna recently became viral on YouTube. Going for a manicure, the 3 of them visited a salon. The mother of 3 stated that her husband had visited the dentist earlier in the day. This is why her sisters joined her in the salon. The appearance of Jana and Johanna brought joy to many Counting On fans. Both Johanna and Jana are stunningly gorgeous. Johanna has grown so quickly. It's unbelievable. I adore seeing Evie, and Joy is stunning as well. The brief encounter with Jana and Johanna was pleasant. Thank you for sharing your day with us. Your family is the most endearing to me out of all your siblings. You and your children, particularly Gunnar, are so kind and humble. As Johanna ages, she looks more and more like Joy. In the same video, Johanna and Austin and their children documented Johanna's forays into muddy terrain. On a great family outing, they drove into the marshes. A former cast member of Counting On also let her children play in the dirt. Even though she had just gotten a manicure, Johanna Duggar Forsyth received several compliments for joining her children in playing in the dirt. From a delicate nail salon to rough mud boggin, I adore how this video transitioned. Even though it was muddy, Joy had no qualms about getting her freshly painted nails dirty. Absolutely adore it. May you all be blessed. I think it's great that you encourage your kids to play outside and get dirty. Getting your hands filthy is a blast. Rarely seen Johanna Duggar resurface with sister Johanna, but why? For a long period, Johanna Duggar was not active on social media. Among the Duggar children, she has chosen to remain out of the spotlight. But she had already turned 18 and become an adult on her 18th birthday. Johanna also posted an unusual photo of her sister, and her sudden weight gain after being in the spotlight for so long has shocked some of her admirers. Went on to meet Jim, Bob, and Michelle's daughter, whom you'll see very rarely. The Duggar compound in Tontitown, Arkansas, is where Johanna and her parents currently call home. This year, she and Jackson, who were homeschooled, received their high school diplomas. The decision regarding the siblings' college plans has not been announced by Jim, Bob, and Michelle. However, it is well known that the majority of Duggars did not complete secondary education. Taking care of her younger siblings occupies the majority of Johanna's time. She has also been seen at several Duggar events this year, such as their April all-girls get-together. The former Counting on star has also maintained communication with her elder siblings, even though they are no longer living at home. Johanna continues to show up at family gatherings, even if she isn't active online. The ex-Counting on star and her sister Johanna Duggar Forsyth spent the star's 18th birthday together in the past. Almost identical in stature, the 9th Duggar child and her younger sibling even posted an unusual photo together. Who else celebrated her birthday? No one knows. However, if someone has a major celebration, Jim, Bob, and Michelle are the ones who usually throw the biggest celebrations. Many are also looking forward to Johanna Duggar's future without a chaperone. Johanna turned 18 this year, and some Counting on fans took to Reddit to offer their thoughts on the occasion. Because of her family's penchant for hasty weddings, some speculate that she may soon begin dating. Justin and Claire Spivey were married when he was 18 years old. Michelle and Jim Bob were married when they were 19 and 17, respectively. In 2022, she was even linked to Carver Bowers, a relationship he subsequently denied. Even in modern times, many adults in the enormous family have not tied the knot. Jana is one of them. She is the oldest Duggar who isn't married. Many of Jason's followers are wondering what he's been up to recently on social media, particularly after he posted a shirtless selfie of himself and a pal at the gym. Duggar family shares Jackson and Johanna's big life update. But why? Significant life events have just transpired for two of the Duggar children, as the family revealed in an unusual update. Johanna Duggar and Jackson are both maturing rapidly, and a major chapter has been closed. How are these two doing right now? To find out everything, continue on. You might have noticed that Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar no longer post much on social media if you follow them. They have probably gone into hiding because of their son Josh Duggar's criminal activities. Furthermore, the recent documentary series, Shiny Happy People, Duggar Family Secrets, did not present the Duggars in a flattering light, exposing some of their detrimental religious beliefs. Spectators eagerly await any new updates involving the Duggars or their 19 children. Thankfully, two of the youngsters just received good news updates from the fans. So what's the deal with Johanna, who's 17 years old, and Jackson, who's 19? An update to the Duggar family blog, which debuted in May, announced a significant achievement for Johanna and Jackson. After finishing their second year of homeschooling, Johanna and Jackson both received their high school diplomas this past spring. The new blog post by Michelle and Jim Bob is a heartfelt plea for Jackson and Johanna to discern what is right, good, and just, and live their lives in pursuit of the dreams God has placed in their hearts, as well as to use the unique talents and personalities God has given them wisely and in service to others. Their desire to graduate together stemmed from their status as a dynamic duo, which is how they describe Jackson and Johanna. While the Duggars did make a passing reference to the next phase of their lives, they were cagey about providing specifics. These siblings and best friends are shown in a vintage photo below. A fan page on Instagram also relayed the news, and many users were curious about the couple's future plans. Regrettably, their exact destination remains a mystery. Jackson may end up working in construction, as his brothers did, according to some. Like her sisters, Johanna will be a mother and wife soon, according to some. Jackson and Johanna Duggar, you have my heartfelt congratulations. Here you may find the complete blog entry along with the images. What are your thoughts on the significant life update the Duggar family shared regarding Johanna and Jackson? Are you serious? They're almost out of high school. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Johanna Duggar courtship announcement coming soon. Is there going to be a Johanna Duggar romance announcement soon? Not a single one of her admirers knows that she is in a committed relationship. The young woman's potential romantic involvement, however, has many counting on viewers wondering. In order to find out what Pew's fans have found thus far, follow the link. Each of Johanna's elder siblings has started dating in their early to mid-20s. In place of dating, the Duggars hold courtships. Marriage is the ultimate goal of their relationship. The Duggar children have a history of pursuing a single romantic interest rather than a string of them. The amount of physical contact between them is minimal, and many of them wait until their wedding day to kiss for the first time. Fans hardly ever hear anything new regarding Johanna these days. Neither she nor her parents have a social media presence, and since they are both hiding out, they rarely share anything. A year ago, on October 11, she turned 18. If Johanna isn't currently courting, she might start soon now that she's 18 years old. A fan noted that Johanna's 18th birthday is happening today in a new Reddit thread that was posted on Wednesday. The supporter said, "What are the chances that we will hear about courting soon? Given her youth, many are hoping Johanna will not be wed anytime soon. My hope is that she might have a little more time now that all of her older sisters minus Jana are married, and a few of them aren't drinking the strongest Kool-Aid anymore," one voiced. Many Redditors are wondering if Johanna Duggar is interested in dating Carver Bowers, a young man. There were rumors that they were dating, but he denied them. And further report states that he is now engaged to a young woman. That being said, Johanna is still likely involved with another person. Even though Johanna's birthday was yesterday, only one Duggar has taken to social media to celebrate the occasion. The youngest Duggar Fawcett's sister, Johanna, posted a couple of Instagram stories featuring her younger sister. Apparently, in honor of her special day, a number of relatives dined out. No one in the family has ever posted publicly except Johanna, but her legion of supporters still thinks the rest of them sent her messages of affection. It remains to be seen if Johanna is involved in a courtship. Fans with keen eyes will keep searching for clues. In light of this, do you believe that Johanna Duggar's courtship declaration is imminent? Do you think it would be appropriate to use a beat shot to announce the news? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.